Yo, stop scrolling. I got DJ Swerve in this bitch.
Swerving on your bitch. Do you hear me?
Yeah, this is episode 5 of the Stop Scrolling podcast. JohnnyB theShooter and DJ Swerve.
Do it.
Check it out. Yeah. New shit. All right, welcome to episode 5 of the Stop Scrolling podcast. I am JohnnyB theShooter, your host, and today's guest is the one, the only DJ Swerve. What's good, man?
What's going on, man?
So, for the people who don't know who you are, because your name is out there, and
Word.
people know who you are,
Word.
but for the people that don't, let the people know who DJ Swerve is and how you got your name. First off, how you got your name.
Okay.
And then, how you started.
The name is funny. I'm a big basketball head.
Yeah.
Love basketball. So, my last name is Hervey.
Mm-hmm.
I made this dude fall, and my coach is like, you swerving, you swervy Hervey.
Oh, shit. That actually sounds pretty good.
And they kind of just abbreviated to Swerve. And that happened in the 7th grade. So that's been following me forever. I don't know.
Damn, that's a good name to get when you're young, though.
I'm 27. I know, right? It's stuck with me. So everybody call me that now. My mom, my dad.
Yeah.
Everybody be calling me that, but it's how I actually got the name. But
what is your real name?
Thomas Hervey.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
It was just it's always Swerve, DJ Swerve, you know?
That's how.
Hell yeah. So how'd you start getting into
Just DJing?
Yeah.
So my dad, he was over a basketball league. I'm from Lancaster.
Mm-hmm.
And he's over a basketball league, and he got the idea to play the music in between, like timeouts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when it came time for that, if he wasn't there, my brother would play the music. If my brother wasn't there, I'll play the music.
Mm.
And occasionally I just got, just used to seeing how people react to certain songs, how the teams reacted, warming up, and I just fell in love with it.
So does your brother DJ too?
He used to. Not really, though. Not really. My dad probably did more than him. My dad, my dad might be 65, but he used to DJ like in college and stuff like that back in the day. And actually,
that's a real hard one.
Yeah. So he was doing that, but my brother, he doesn't do it too much.
Yeah.
But
you've been doing it because you even do your own recap videos and stuff. I've been noticing that.
I've been trying, man.
To do DJing on top of doing your own promo videos.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand how much you as a creative have to do.
Right.
Because you're manipulating the audio.
Yeah.
And then you're doing the visual as well. So it's most people have someone to do what you're doing.
Right.
Someone to do what else you're doing.
Yeah.
And props to you for being able to do that.
I appreciate that.
And not really
real talk, bro.
To be able I really fuck with people that are self-sufficient. Because as you can see, I do everything on my own because I kind of have to.
Right.
So that's what I can respect people that do it on their own because out of necessity, it's necessary to not just be like, oh yeah, I'm a DJ. You know, it's this is the shit that I'm doing, right? So you can see it and get the vibe of it.
Exactly, that's the purpose of me doing that, man. Because a lot of DJs, they just have the event, and they kind of take the
post the flyer.
They take it for granted for the most part, and I can't do that, man. I can't afford to do that, so I try to do that promotional video as good as I can. I'm not the best editor, but I actually enjoy doing that stuff, just putting the stuff together.
What motivated, what catalyst started you to be like, oh shit, I can or I have to be getting for this?
I was DJing so much that it was just I had no footage. I have no proof. I can tell my friends or anybody yo, I did this crazy live party, something like that. I ain't got no proof of it for the most part. I got maybe some Snapchat, Instagram videos, stuff like that. But
or if someone has a photographer or something there,
a tweet. But I ain't have no video evidence, nothing like that. So I got the idea to start doing it. Yeah. And of course it is kind of hard doing both because you have to DJ, then you have to try to think about different shots to get
timing. Timing.
Yeah. Sometimes you might see me with my hand on the turntable and the camera in my face, but I'm making it work.
That would be a dope shot to get, seeing a DJ doing this shit while he has a camera.
That's perfect.
Shit,
I'm gonna use that for a photo shoot.
Yeah, for sure. Because a lot of people are, I think nowadays, if you look at like we'll take rappers for instance.
Yeah.
They can't just be a rapper anymore.
Right.
Today, you have to be a rapper. You gotta
be the package.
You have to be the whole package,
right.
and it's not just the audio side of it. Like the modern day AV club is where the cool kids are now. You know, back in the day, they were like, oh, the dorks that are doing stupid shit. You know, and we're out here doing whatever high school kids do. But nowadays, it's like the documentation of it and the usefulness, the utility of providing visuals,
right,
especially for an artist, is very vital nowadays. So like me being a photographer, I'm like, dude, we need photos of you. You need to constantly update, because as a person that's a consumer, you go to an artist page and you see them post something. You're like, why does that look familiar? You scroll down 4, 5, 6, 7 months before, it's the same photo shoot. They're just trying to repurpose this, but it's like people see that and they're like, what is he doing?
Yeah,
like,
what's he doing?
They'll come up with their own perceptions of what the situation is that you're in to make you post a photo from years ago.
Right.
If it's not like, a TBT, Throwback Thursday type shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So it's like, it's not difficult and not hard to stay fresh, stay consistent.
You got to, yeah, for sure.
Especially in this industry.
Exactly, you gotta be consistent with it. So that's the whole thing with me actually doing the videos, because it's easy, like, to get behind on events and be like, yo, I need to edit this.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a whole different thing, like, when you actually have to sit down and actually do the work. So you gotta be consistent with it when you started.
How, like, with the editing, for me, when I started, video editing was so broad.
Right.
That and back then when I started, we didn't have YouTube as such a great resource as it is now.
Yeah.
So like I was learning.
YouTube a monster.
Yeah, YouTube.
You can learn everything from
YouTube provides
bro.
everything.
Everything.
But back then it was like it hadn't happened yet to where it was a YouTube university type shit. But I kind of learned, like, back in the day. There was no way to do it except doing it on your own and learning on your own. And I think nowadays it's like easier to access all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you feel about it?
Like just about the internet, like just as far as the access to everything from the internet perspective, like I love it. Like just in the realm that I'm in, along with music, because there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to find a song this day easily. But I mean, it does make people, I believe, more lazy. Yeah. Cause I mean, just you can find out anything for the most part. Like you ain't gotta dig too much. Like if the internet was booming so hard, like I graduated in 2010. But I mean, the internet was popular. People was, cheating on tests, stuff like that.
I think that's when it kind of first started to
that's when it really started. Like really, people started utilizing it. Like because
the smartphones, I think. Yeah. That's when it was like, oh shit, portable internet.
Right. Everywhere. Yeah. And kids got those. Like little kids, third grade, fourth grade. Yeah. When did you get your first phone?
Shit, I was a freshman in college. It wasn't even a smartphone. It was a bar phone. Oof. It was like, we were still paying 10 cents per text. We didn't even have 5 faves yet. Fave 5s from T-Mobile yet.
Oh, God.
Not even weekend minutes. No unlimited shit. Only on weekends and nights and shit. Like,
that's up.
Yeah.
That's another struggle, man.
So back then, it was like, you had to have a computer if you wanted to access the internet.
Right.
And back then, the internet was like nerd shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And nowadays, it's like, everybody's on the internet. You see people like thug ass rappers talking about Facebook and shit. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. You hear Rick Ross talking about iPhones and shit in his bars. I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on?
I blame Soulja Boy, bro. Like real talk, I blame Soulja Boy, man. Like
with the whole viral sensation going on. Yeah.
My homeboy RP Shieldy, his birthday Saturday, but he put me on Ya Bitch Ya. Can I cuss on this?
Yeah.
Okay, he put my Ya Bitch Ya.
Yeah.
And man, the whole school was on that shit, and it just came from a camera, him in the street dancing, And yeah, I blame him for all that stuff in a good way though, because he did change like the whole record industry.
I mean, yeah, there's
they run out the internet now. Like streaming, that's a huge thing. That comes from the internet. So
I think like that's something. The streaming aspect of the music industry is really something that's hard to regulate.
Yeah, I think they still trying. Yeah, like you said, it's hard to regulate. They still trying to figure out how to pretty much calculate things like that, man.
Because I was watching earlier today, I was like watching some stuff on YouTube, and like they were talking about Charlemagne. What was his scariest interview or most controversial? And automatically people would be like, "Oh, Birdman." And he was like, "Nah, it was Nelly." Cause he was approaching Nelly like, "Oh, your shit, like your music's cold, you're a freezer, like your shit's not coming out, blah blah blah." Yeah. And so like Nelly was like talking about that's why we got retainers and stuff, and Charlemagne talking about like that's why I kind of stopped talking and whatnot, you know. But like it's just a different time.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is.
So like with that, how do you feel about, I guess, the industry how it was back then, like record sales? Nowadays it's streams and like hardly anyone's selling physical copies.
Yeah,
like, they're into like the tens of thousands instead of like millions and shit now.
Yeah,
that's kind of strange to me. It's like, where does success come from now? Is it all digital?
It's digital, man.
Yeah.
It's something about just buying the CD that I still like it. You know, I haven't bought a CD in a minute, but
I don't remember last time I.
It's not that many CD stores around though, honestly. Like it's not a lot of CD stores around.
You kind of got to go to like the big Walmart or something.
Like
you might find something like out there,
but as far as like like CD warehouse and stuff like that we knew about.
Oh yeah. There was one that had like
it was Sam Goody.
Yeah, Sam Goody. That's the one I remember.
I remember stuff like that.
That's where I got my first CD was Sam Goody.
Real talk.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think digital is the way to go. If I was an artist, my main thing that I'd be focused on is my like internet presence.
Yeah.
Easily.
Even as a DJ, I can see that you're doing that.
Facts, like for real, like you have to have something going on the internet at this point. If you don't, you're in the Stone Ages. Because
it's like the new wave. Yeah. Everything is on the phone.
Right.
So just like when I first got the smartphones, it was like Androids, and then I got my new car and like had a little iPod thing. Yeah. And I started seeing like other things having like USB.
Right.
Apple. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, everything's being catered to Apple.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like everything nowadays is being catered to the phone.
Right.
And I'm seeing people in digital media like give tips on how to use aspect ratios for the phone.
Wow.
As opposed to making YouTube videos for the computer. Yeah. Which is what it used to be when I first started. Like it was an acting, and I got into film. Yeah. And where did you upload? YouTube. And no one had smartphones, so it was like you only got to watch YouTube at home. Yeah. On your computer or TV or whatnot.
You remember LimeWire?
Yeah, LimeWire, Napster and shit.
Oh my god.
I downloaded my first quote unquote, I guess, mixtape volume off of Napster. You know, just a random shit. It was primarily like DMX, Party Up, Drag On, featuring DMX, and I was heavy into Rough Riders and shit. Like DMX is my shit.
Yeah, I be working out the DMX, man. Like dude, his energy through the roof, man.
His first song that I liked was
he was in Dallas.
I know, recently.
When was that?
I don't know, but
I
remember.
Shout out to X, man. You a real DMX, one, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. Your prayers, those are dope, man.
You heard his songs, Damien, 1, 2, 3?
I can't. I know that name. I like it's a series.
Yeah.
But I can't just like.
He has Marilyn Manson on one of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it's not like super crazy. It's just for the hook and stuff. But I remember listening to that whole story, and I was like, bro, like you don't see a lot of people doing that shit out here.
I love that era of like hip hop. Like that, what was it, like early 2000s basically?
Early 2000s, that's when I started listening.
Man.
They had Nelly, Ludacris, remember Shawty Lo?
Oh yeah,
they
of
know.
Course.
Of
course, bro.
That beat went hard.
Like that 2000s, man. That 2000s era, that's a fool.
And then they started, what is it, like, modern day SoundCloud rappers were the snap music, bubblegum rap, and shit like that. Boom, boom, bam. Boom,
it keeps changing. I'm interested to see what's gonna be the next move.
How do you feel about like the changes in hip hop? Because I know a lot of people are nowadays are being like, oh yeah, old heads are just saying shit because it's just like back then
they hated
the old heads they hated the new shit.
Bro.
It's like just goes full.
I get so
circle.
much hate for just walking around my laptop as a DJ.
Why?
Like, cause these old heads, used to carry around crates and fuck out of here with that shit.
So you're part of the new wave then compared to them.
Like, yeah, basically. But nah, man, I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna be natural when you have to work so hard, and then you see over time it just became so easy. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be a natural hater at that point.
And even not even just being able to do it.
Yeah. Actually being
easy.
good at it.
Yeah, but like even access to materials like the camera, the mic, like all this shit is affordable.
Facts. And I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's why I'm able to do my own studio, you know, because shit's cheap, but like it's been the product has been out there for so long. Right. It's been able to be produced cheaply, but still with good quality.
That's why so many rappers, and like because they have the like you said, it's affordable now. Everybody back in the day, the 90s and even the early 2000s. Yeah, go to a studio.
You better go to Hollywood if you're trying to think like that.
Yeah, too. Nowadays you can just make a studio in the closet. Like, million sold.
That's where I first record like Mecca. That's where he started recording. He had a fucking thing in his closet.
My DJ dropped swerving on your bitch ass. Like that's in a closet, bro. Like
hell yeah. That takes me back to that movie Hustle and Flow. Like Ludacris's character, he made that shit in the basement. And Terrence Howard's character was like, yeah man, like the feel of it was so genuine and so real. You know, and it's just like everyone can have that now. Yeah. Because it's just there. You just got to set up the space to understand, like, acoustics and all that shit. But like we said earlier, YouTube has all the shit that you need to learn.
You can do it.
So what's really stopping you? Like, that's why with this podcast, I'm like, why isn't everyone doing this? Yeah. You know, and like people that do podcasts are doing it at a studio. Like in Arlington, I forget what it's called, but like they have rooms and shit set up for specific podcasts. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and it's like, bro, you don't need all that. Right. If you can do it on your home, and like for me, I had to do it at home because, I don't have enough money to constantly go and pay these people to do my shit. Secondly, I'm not learning anything. I'm not really getting anything out of it but the final project. And here
you have to keep going back to them. Over time,
you got to keep doing it because they're doing stuff for you instead of you being able to sustain yourself. And so that's why I do, all my own recording, all my own camera work and shit like that because
flex on jump.
Yeah, because I gotta learn, and I'm also able to do that for other people. Right. Like I have people come over and record, and it's like sure it's for free because there's no money exchange, but. In reality, I'm learning.
Energy and effort.
Yeah, it's networking. It's also learning how to manipulate someone else's voice other than my own. Right. It's learning how to learning how other people record. Yeah. That's something that I always slip my mind because I never thought because I know how I record and how I do it, but. You get other people and it's like, oh shit, they record differently. Like, they may come with the written or they may freestyle line by line. Right. Or they may fuck up a ton of time before they get it. Or they might be a one take wonder. So it's like, you gotta, that is cool. That's being able to learn other people's drives, motivations, and approaches is really helpful because it allows me to consider their way to see if it's good for me or not. And a lot of times, it works.
Right.
So that's what keeps me receptive to other people.
That
and shit, you know what I'm saying?
It's priceless, man. Because you can like see an artist maybe struggling in the studio and take something that maybe you saw another artist do. You know, tell them what they did in a way, and they might feel more comfortable. And do what they want to do better now. Just off of
crazy thing is I had an artist come through. His name is Amon.
Yeah. Shout out Amon.
Yeah, Amon, and he was recording. And I was listening to him, and I was like, damn, something's missing. Like, he's not into it. So I stopped. I was like, bro, you smoke yet? And he was like, nah. I'm like, let's smoke. And he was like, oh, shit, my bad. I didn't know if I could. And I was like, yeah, it was straight. Boom, like 1 or 2 takes, it was good. And I was like, bet. Like, that's what we needed.
Right.
And also, like, other people, like, they'll be like, get a line or two, and then they fuck up. They're like, shit, my bad, man. I'm like, why are you apologizing to me? Like, this is how it goes. All I got to do is click, 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 and we're good to go, you know, type shit. So it's not anything for me. And, like, I let them know. And, like, also, being artists and shit, a lot of people are super sensitive. So it's like, you give them motivation and you give them a positive feedback, and they're like, okay, let me build off. Don't be like, oh shit, come on, man, you fucking up.
Yeah,
you know,
I ain't gonna get nowhere.
Just be like, hey, hold up, take a break. Do you need more? Do you need me to pull the track back a little more so you got more time or whatever? Set yourself up, and or do you need to smoke type shit? So it's like that being able to facilitate different personalities and different approaches also helps me like be more empathetic and compassionate to other people as well. And not just in this life, but like in life in general.
Yeah, life in general, yeah.
Because that's like, I was talking about that, a lot of people being genuine in your approach to especially creative endeavors, entrepreneurial endeavors. It's not good, from my perspective, it's not good to cut people, to undercut people, to shade people. Yeah. And it's like, first off, I feel like people do that for selfish reasons, to make themselves look better or feel better about their situation. Right. But in reality, it's like, we can all come up together. Right. Like, there's so many different avenues nowadays. Like, back when we were kids, our parents had this ideal that there's one way. You work for someone, and you make your money, and you live. Right. Nowadays, with the internet and just so much exposure,
your own boss.
You can be your own boss. There's so many different resources and avenues that you can take now. Like I was saying on the last podcast, that you can, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's fireman, policeman, astronaut, blah, blah, blah. But when you get older, it's like, damn, there's so many different things that you can do that what we were being told by our parents, we didn't know because it wasn't really there yet. Right. And now, with like even the whole streaming thing, it's like there's endless possibilities. You can just be like the sound guy for a podcast or multiple podcasts, and you be straight.
I wanna do sound for like movies. Yeah. Like
that shit sounds fun.
Like that's really my focus right now, like for real. So you got any movies or anything like that?
Nah, I'm actually we're
I'm trying to score, bro. I want to like legit put soundtracks together. I'll be listening to so many different things. I listen to 80s pop today just to get familiar with songs like that. But I love stuff like that, and that like I'm creative to a point that I can see a certain song behind the scene and know how the crowd would like react to it. Right. But I didn't mean to cut you off, but like
no, you good.
Like when you said, there's multiple things that we can do out here. Our parents had one way that popped into my head, man. Cause it's so many different ways that you can do creative, like put your creative spin on things, man. And as a DJ, movies hand in hand.
So
movies out.
On top of scoring movies, do you have any desire to like do sound effects?
I never thought about that.
Yeah. Because a lot of things, I saw this thing on, I think it was like Facebook or IG scrolling through, like, how they make sounds is in a separate studio. Right. Like people walking on gravel, they'll have a sandbox with rocks. Yeah. And they'll put like shoes and just watch the footage to match the sound. Wow. And record the sound.
I didn't know that.
And like thunder, they'll have like a sheet. Whatever.
I did not know
that shit. That's what I initially thought you were talking about.
They still do that today?
They still do that today, yeah. Because a lot of times when you're on set and you're filming,
you don't capture the sound.
You don't want to get the ambient sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, the natural sounds. So
Yeah.
you're just like, the mic is just focused solely so you can get the audio of the person speaking.
Okay.
And all the other stuff, it gets drowned out. And then when you play it back, the sound in the camera is shit automatically.
Yeah.
And the sound that you're getting that you recorded is just audio. So you don't have all that fill noise that a lot of people overlook with especially short films.
Yeah.
Because they have one
I've
aspect
never thought about that before.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And you think about it, like, you miss a lot of that stuff, because I've been involved in a few short films.
Yeah.
And it's like they have this great audio, but then when there's no one speaking, it's like nothing. It's like, oh shit, what do I fill the dead space with?
Right.
You know, but then it goes back to like soundtracks and stuff, the scoring aspect of it. And do you think it's like your scoring, do you curate a soundtrack or do you create your own soundtrack?
Are you saying, like, would you watch the movie before you put the music to it? Is that what you're asking?
Like, so with the score, I'm talking about, like, you see a suspenseful scene or something like that, and you hear the strings, like, kind of gives you that emotion.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like a soundtrack where there's just songs.
Okay.
They're well-known songs that are just inputted into the movie.
Yeah.
And for, like, a certain... like
that might be what I'm thinking about then.
Like what I'm thinking about
more on the soundtrack side.
Yeah, like with Rush Hour when they're pulling up and the first one, and Jackie's like trying to change the channel or whatnot. That song that's playing in the background.
Right.
It's like a top 40 song, but also has to do with what's going on.
Yeah.
But that's like a curated playlist as opposed to like the audio that's kind of like helping flow with the actual movie. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot that goes into that. Now I think about it.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Say, you think everybody does that? Like,
I mean,
you think everybody thinks about that when they're making the movie?
If they're involved,
yeah, if they're involved,
okay,
yeah.
Because like I
just think about doing the music behind the scenes.
No,
like,
I understand that because I went to school for film a little bit,
right?
So I got to experience some of that aspect of it.
Okay.
And, I've tried to make my own short films, and all I've done was put like songs like that underneath it, and certain parts it works, but a lot of it. You just need like
certain sound effects, right?
You know, just to kind of like
just to make the mood. Or okay,
that's the whole thing because it's like you got the audio,
right?
As far as like the sound quality with speaking and the sound effects, and then you got the soundtracks, and then you got obviously the visuals. Just like this studio space, like all you see is what we see right there, but they don't see everything behind it, type shit.
Right.
You know, so there's a lot of shit that goes into making movies. That's one reason why I wasn't able to, because I don't have a team.
That team aspect, right? A team, you need a team,
and like the producer.
You can do a lot of things yourself, but I'm gonna cut you off, my bad.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
You do a lot of things yourself, but like it comes a time that you're gonna need somebody's help.
Definitely, yeah. Because with that, being the producer is the part that I hate doing.
Yeah.
And it's the part that I need the most. Because the producer is the one that schedules, navigates, sets stuff up.
Right.
And the director, the AD, is just, or the DP is just the one like
putting it. Like
with the vision, like after everything's set up,
right?
We are the ones that like actually get everything to go.
Okay,
you know, and the producer aspect of it is the shit that it's just so much to deal with.
Yeah,
you know,
that's real.
And without that, it's like on top of other shit you got to deal with. It gets overwhelming to the point where it's like I'm gonna put that on the back burner and do something
else
more productive. That's like more rewarding, like quickly rewarding.
Right.
Yeah. But I didn't know you wanted to do movies and stuff. That's what kind of spurred that?
I'm a big movie head. Mm-hmm. I love movies, man.
Was there a specific movie that kind of like made it pop for you?
Not really, bro. I just love movies. Like my dad, he just had like piles and piles and piles of movies, bro. So that was the only thing. Like I used to do it is watch movies all the time.
VHS, right?
All the time, man.
Yeah.
And it just became something that I just really started looking into. And of course, music. I think music is just intertwined in life, bro.
Yeah.
Like naturally, it's the universal sound. Like everybody know about some songs at some point that got them through a tough time or made them feel good, something like that. So
it's almost like math. Like it precedes language.
Yeah,
because it's almost like a feeling.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like when you really think about it, it's like we have our own individual soundtracks. Like our whole life has our own individual soundtracks, bro.
Yeah,
and it's like you said, as a producer, we have to do so much to put everything together.
Yeah.
And I just think, watching the movies, listening to the music, I just got the idea, man, like, yo, I really want to actually put, like, I want to say a soundtrack together. It would be cool to, like you said, put the sound effects behind certain scenes, but that sounds like a shitload of work.
That is a lot of work. It looks fun, but, like, after the first day, I'd be like,
man,
next.
That's a lot.
Let me do something else.
But,
So what, like, you talk about your dad in the movies and stuff, like how was it coming up in your household, like with being able to be exposed to something creative?
I talk about my dad, but I really put on my brother.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have an older brother. He like when my mom and dad would go to work, it would be me and him in the house.
Yeah.
And man, he talking about watching movies, of course, cartoons, everything else that. We were big Dragon Ball Z fans.
How much older is your brother than you?
He's 4 years older than me.
4 years? Okay, so he's like 31?
He's I'm 27, he's 31.
Yeah, so we kind of grew up in watching the same type of stuff.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
that was the golden era. I'm saying, like,
man,
shit.
Oh my god,
nothing was better than that era of TV.
Do not know. You ever went back and watched like all the Pokemon, like on Netflix and shit?
Yeah, I'll be watching that shit sometimes.
Say, man, I cry when
I'm saying I miss it because it brings back so many good feelings.
Pikachu was so real, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I went back and watched the first season of Pokemon. Like, but now that
Charmander episode though.
Oh yeah. Say Charizard. Even like I don't know, man. He was just a dick, bro. Yeah. I get mad every time I think about Charizard, just off of the things he used to do to Ash, man.
But Ash was not at a trainer level to be able to control him. So that was on him.
Yeah, it was on him. He should have handled him. Real talk.
But Charizard, man.
That's the golden age.
Yeah.
That's the golden. When do you think TV really started dying down as far as, kids actually being excited to come home and watch shows?
I would say around 2000. Nah, actually. Because I was still
watching Recess.
Yeah. Like Recess. I'm saying, man, like when you were talking about with the internet, 2010 and shit.
Yeah.
I think, like, stuff was on a decline, but not heavy. Like, it was coming down, and then the internet, and it's just like, bad.
Yeah, nobody watches anymore.
So, like, even nowadays, like, shit you see on YouTube doesn't even have an intro anymore because it's so immediate.
Yeah.
And no one wants to sit and, like, wait for 4 o'clock to come to watch a specific thing.
They just go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube, go to Netflix. I watch whatever I want, whenever I want, and just binge it, you know? And that's what I think, like, along with the culture that we live in now, everything's just so speedy and everything's
so immediate, man.
And, like, you'll finish a whole series in 2 weeks.
I think that's weighing on people too, because people looking for instant gratification.
Yeah.
And everything they're doing look for instant gratification. I have to be appreciated right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's the right mindset.
Do you feel like there's a shift at all as far as because I see, like, when we're doing with the Fubu-Palooza and the retro shit, like...
Oh, yeah. Man, shout out to y'all for that shit.
Yeah, but,
that's
like...
fire, bro.
But the retro thing, you feel me? Like, it's...
Like,
the
coming back.
throwbacks are coming back.
Yeah,
like, people are so nostalgic
Jerseys,
nowadays.
fam. Like,
yeah.
It's... like you said, that nostalgia is...
Do you think that's going to bring back that type of living as well? Like, the slow down type living? As opposed to, like...
Immediate... I think it actually will.
Yeah, because us being creatives, like, we have a journey. Like, nothing, unless you're like that that 0.1% that like blows up like that.
Right.
You're gonna have years of working. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, I think nowadays, are realizing that shit. my ideal of blowing up off my first project is not even close to being reality.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even close.
Do you think people are starting to like slow down their process or manipulate their process anyway?
Yeah. Yeah, I think people are actually starting, like you said, I think they're starting to really just sit back and realize that you need to put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good to be an overnight success, but I think you need those struggles.
Yeah,
because you appreciate the success even more.
it's like rich kids.
Yeah,
their parents gone through struggles, so they know.
Yeah,
but they didn't grow up with hardships, so it's like, how can you give someone something if they have everything already? I think they don't know loss.
A real good example, I think, is Trinidad James, bro. Mm-hmm. Because with All Gold, everything came out like, it was like hot. But I think his mistake was he was really telling everybody like, yo, I'm an overnight success, basically. Mm-hmm. And all the people that's been rapping for 10 years and stuff like that, they started looking at you and they automatically are like, yo, we hope you fail.
Yeah. Because you didn't put in the work, so it's like you don't deserve it necessarily.
Yeah, in a sense, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that with Blueface, like now in today's age, because I just saw a clip of him. He was like, someone was asking why you rap. Yeah, it's like shit. So I gotta work. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, you're doing this so you don't have to work because like the money is quick, but like, how do you expect to keep that money coming? Especially if you spending it like that, like buying new whips and chains and shit, like. Right. You're not gonna be able to sustain yourself because you have to work in some regard to make money.
To something.
You know what I'm saying?
And you have to trust the people that's really watching your money for you. If you're not watching it yourself, like,
do you think he's in a good situation? With
man,
that?
I mean,
kind of sketchy on that.
Yeah, just because he's young out top, man. Like, how old are you?
33.
33. So it's like how what kid at 18 knows everything about their money?
But what kid at 18 gets a lot of money and doesn't realize how easy it is it can be lost or manipulated?
That's real.
A lot of kids, but that's what goes into the school system. We're not taught that shit.
We're not taught
public schools.
Bro, I swear to God, fam, we're not taught taxes.
Nope.
We ain't taught credit.
Nope.
We ain't taught like bank accounts, savings accounts. We ain't taught none of that shit. We taught A plus B equals C. And
we're doing the same history lessons over and over. We gotta learn about the programs every fucking year. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nah, like we learn and it doesn't change. Like history does not change.
Right.
Like, so I don't understand why we're not being taught.
Why are we weighing so heavy on history?
Yeah, and we're not being taught shit that's like really beneficial to daily life. Like even the science
That's
thing.
the system shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real, that's beyond the amalgamation, nothing like that, bro. But that's real systematic, fam. Like
I believe that.
It continues over time. Why are we getting taught this shit? And it's like it's not important to a sense of like we don't use it.
Yeah. All right. And we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Battery died, but it's just shit that happens. It will always happen. But yeah, anyway. So back to what we were talking about. Do you remember?
Let's just start fresh.
Start fresh.
Cut.
All right, cut. Rewind that shit. Okay, so Swerve. Let me see. So I see you on IG a lot on your story. And you work out.
Every day, man.
You working out. He's posting videos of him. I'm just pumping. Yeah. It's like, damn. Swerve is like really out here.
In the gym, bro.
Yeah, but like a lot of people, I feel like in the creative end, do their shit and then don't do nothing else. And to see you, like obviously do the DJ, do the video as well, and then on top of that, keeping yourself
like in shape and stuff.
It's like you've got to have something in you that has either been instilled or taught or seen that's like gives you that discipline. Is there anything like what in your life has given you that discipline?
Like I come from a military family.
Okay.
But they never, like my dad, my mom, they weren't just like the most strict parents or nothing like that. It was just by example. Like everything they did,
just watching, right?
Everything they did was they was on time for stuff. They said something and did it. It was just instilled in me over time, and It's
so you got to see the importance of accountability.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to be, accountable. Like you have to be held accountable to some degree. Like you have to take you had some part of this.
Yeah. And
I think over time, man, I just try to exemplify that for real. And I'm pretty sure this off of being in the industry, you're doing the things you do.
Mm-hmm.
People they blame other people so fast. Like they don't take the credit themselves as man, I fucked up. Nobody says I fucked up anymore. It's more of like you fucked up.
Yeah. It was like when people get mad at the DJ, I'm like, bro, it's probably because you didn't set shit up right. Yeah. You didn't bring your shit. Something, you didn't send the email that you needed. Yeah. And,
that's always tough. Like performances and stuff like that.
That shit pisses me off.
That makes me
when artists are like, man, fuck this DJ. What the fuck's going on? I'm like, bro, first off, shit happens. Secondly, it could be your fault. Yeah. So third, just like, that's what I feel like is the insecurity of the artist comes to. It's like, fuck, like they're fucking on my mode. I don't know what to do now. I don't know how to
experience, bro. Yeah. Like you would get that reaction from somebody who's been rapping like, real fast. Mm-hmm. Rather than, somebody's been like seasoned to this stuff and they know that fuck ups happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like we had Lil Flip.
Yeah.
And
I was there.
Yeah, Sir. But his shit was like, even though he had to go talk to the DJ a couple times and do stuff, I'm like, damn, it just flowed. He didn't make a big deal out of it.
Scene.
Yeah, so it's like, oh shit, is this part of the show? Like, is this what's going on? As opposed to like, man, fuck this, what's going on? Like, shit. Now the whole vibe goes to the crowd. Like me being in the crowd, I'm like,
that energy, man.
I feel like that now. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck going on?
Yeah. So that type of stuff is like energy is really important when it comes to continuing your drive and learning. And but like with your, I guess, family's military background, I saw him let's just say about DJ Swerve. I've seen him in a different interview where he was talking about how you were born in Korea.
Yeah, I was born in Seoul, man.
I'm half Korean.
Hey,
and so when I saw that, I was like, bruh, I gotta get Swerve on because my mom was born, my mom was born in Seoul, I think. And I was like, oh shit, like I did not know that about you. That you were born in Korea, so you're actually Korean.
I guess
he's actually Korean. But you got dual citizenship or what?
I don't know what.
You don't know?
I don't know what it is. My dad's in the military. I was born over there. But,
how long you long?
I always want to go back, fam. I was like young. I was like real young. I probably was like maybe 2.
2, okay.
But I've always talked about going back. Like, just to. I love like just like you said, the principles, man. Mm-hmm. The principles, like how everything is more spiritual, I believe, out east like that, man. Rather than we're so materialistic over here. Yeah. And none of this shit really matters.
I kind of
really matters.
Honestly,
spirits, energy, stuff like that matters, bro. Like to work out. You know how I work out at the gym or whatever like that, bro. It takes energy, man, and I get that from like being positive and having a good spirit, throughout the day. And that's
because think about it. If you're negative and you're like down,
fuck the gym.
You're not gonna want to do shit. Right?
I ain't going to work. I ain't doing nothing. I don't want to talk to nobody. And you gotta find a way to stay positive out here. There's so much with the news and everything else like that.
Like scrolling through comments.
Man, in Dallas, you need to chill. Too many killings going on, fam. Yeah. There's way too many killings going on. I seen something about a cheerleader. She got killed or something like that. Bro. Jesus Christ, bro.
I lost my first homeboy earlier this year.
Really?
Slump C.
Wow.
Rest in peace. Like I never lost anyone
like close.
Yeah, other than like family members, but that's expected with old age.
Right.
But he was 22, 21, and he had just had his birthday like a month or two before. And the crazy thing is, like, I had seen him the week before when he performed at a culture fest. Yeah. And I don't know, that shit hit me hard because I was like, what the fuck? And like his texts were still on my phone, his Snapchat messages and Instagram, and like we had a couple months before that, we had went to LA for the Fubu Palooza, and he didn't even get to see the pictures that I took because I didn't post them yet.
Ah, man.
And that, I was like, fuck me, man. Like, I could have provided this kid with so much more, but I didn't for whatever reason. Yeah. And now it's just like,
he's still here though, man.
Yeah.
He's still here, bro.
He's like, I had an interview with Desert Wolf, and he's a DJ Desert Wolf with Free Label, which he was working with really close. And him passing is like, the positive out of it is motivation to keep going, because you're living on a legacy that was made by someone. Right. Even though he wasn't here for that long, he still had an impact, because he was one of the cats that was like super positive and very supportive of everyone. And no one has anything bad to say about him. Right. And that type of individual is so rare.
The good die young,
man. And it's just like, damn, you got to appreciate the people around you. Right. And what they bring, because you never know when the last time that they'll be around.
You never know, like, bro.
I didn't see him every day, and so like him passing and not being around, it's like it doesn't really change my day-to-day life. Right. But when I do think about it, or when something brings it up, like I hear a song that we've done or some instance, it's just like, fuck, man. Things could have been different if the situation didn't go down the way it did. Right. And it was on some fuck shit, so that even makes it worse. And it's just like, all you can do now is go on and try to justify
that motivation. Man.
Yeah, try to justify like his life. Right. As short as it may have been, like, he's still with us. His memory's still there, and luckily enough, we were able to today's day and age to document enough. Yeah. To be able to have that nostalgic reminiscence feel, you know? Yeah. To go back and to have that.
That's what it's about. That's why we got document stuff, man.
Yeah. It's really important.
You got to.
For whatever reason, like with photos and stuff, I'm like, I don't want to create a moment. I just want to capture the moment. Because people remember that more than like, oh, that was staged. Like, it looks like stage, but if you capture like
you someone, get that organic feel,
if someone was behind the scene and captured us right now, we could be like, damn, you remember that? You remember what we talking about? You remember that shit? You know, so that's the type of feel that I like, and I'm just glad I got to give him something in his life and get something out of it.
Do you think organic is always better?
It just depends on
just in everything
project.
The project,
but I prefer genuine organic for sure.
Yeah.
I think nowadays things are turning towards that.
More. Okay.
You know. Yeah. More real, less fake,
staged. Yeah.
And I enjoy that because it rubs off on people's personalities. You know, so it's not just like, oh shit, like I want you to capture me doing something. Right. And it's like, okay, let me capture you doing something, but you got to be genuine in what you're doing. Right. And it kind of forces them to be like, oh shit, let me just be normal. Yeah. And not put on a show or shit. Right. I like that. Yeah. And that's why like this podcast, people see who you are online. People see what you present, but do they get to really see or talk to you or get to know you? Yeah. And even this right here, I've never had this with you. Right. All the only times I've really seen you is when you're working, when I'm working. Yep. So it's like It's on that professional tip, and that's why I like this, to be able to show people like who you really are, and if they do get to meet you in person, what to expect, you know, and how to approach you, because everyone you can't approach the same way. Mm-hmm. You know, you learn that when you get older and dealing with other people and different personalities. Like,
for sure,
I can be chill with you, but if I'm chill with someone else, it might get too chill. Yeah, you know, type shit. So, yeah, it's. Everything's just like wisdom, intelligence, knowledge gained by growth and experience, you know? And that's why, like, when I tell other people when I hit 30, I got to the mindset where I was like, I don't give a fuck what people say, what people want. I want to do what I want to do, because once you're in your 30s, you look back and you're like, damn, 20s just happened. What was my 20s? Right. 20s was me realizing there's so many possibilities in life. And I'm finding my direction on where I want to go. Mm-hmm. In 30s, you realize, shit, this is my life. I've experienced what I've experienced already. Yeah. I can do something with it, or continue to drag on my 20s. Right. But at this point, life is what it is. Because you got 3 decades under your belt.
Right.
Nothing will change that. What happened in those decades?
Nothing.
So what you can do is plan the next. And being able to realize that and understand that was super freeing for myself.
Right.
What about you? You're getting to that age.
Yeah,
so
man.
You at that point yet?
I've been thinking about that for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, I just came to the mindset, bro. A lot of stuff that we worry about does not matter.
Yeah.
When I think about, Instagram and all this stuff, man, it's a lot of people comparing their lives to what they see on their phone and stuff.
Yeah.
And
it's all a perception.
Yeah, it's all perception. It's nothing like what you're seeing. I don't care who it is, bro. It could be the richest guy in the world, bro. He has some type of self-doubt somewhere in him, bro. It just comes down to like, are you happy? And are you truly happy with your life?
That's what I feel like the main goal is in life. Is to be happy.
Just to be happy, bro. That's the secret.
What's your motivating factor in your life? Not necessarily just for DJing.
Yeah.
But like, what keeps you going, and what is do you have like a definite goal of how you want to, like, what stamp do you want to leave? Be like, DJ Swerve.
That's a good question. I would say my motivation, my wife, for sure.
Like being able to provide for her.
Yeah, being able to provide for her.
She can.
Yeah. My family, of course, because I want to be able to provide for them too.
Right.
But as far as like my lasting impact on the world, I just want to be like, I want people to be like, when Nipsey Hussle died, bro, it was, the first thing people said was that his spirit was so genuine.
Yeah.
Like his spirit, like even his mom on the stage, talking about stuff, she brought up his spirit. Everybody, Laura London, him and Laura London had an interview, and she, I think one of the questions was, I think he asked her, what do you love most about me? And she said his spirit.
Wow.
Like, so I think when it's all said and done, I want people to say, DJ Swerve, awesome spirit. Yeah. It's all said and done from every regard. Anybody that's around me, I want them to have a good time. I want them to, just release or just, let go of anything that's really holding them, depression or anything like that. I want them to be around me and feel like they're escaping at that moment. Yeah.
The couple events that I worked when you were working as well. Yeah. I did get that vibe. Just you being back there.
I appreciate that.
Working on that stuff. It's like, bro. I see it a lot in the face. Yeah. Because the face really is a tell on how you're reacting or how you're feeling. And with your expressions and your concentration of focus that I can see. Yeah. I'm like, this is a dude that is not really gonna let anything stop him. Yeah. So I'm not gonna bother him, but I'm gonna appreciate what he's doing and allow him to do what he does. And you still, like, even though you're working on your stuff, you still are receptive to people around you. Like, you know what's going on in your environment.
Same,
you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
And so to be able to do that, it's just like, you gotta like, for me, I take a step back and I'm like, damn, okay, dude's working, dude's respectable. Right. So I keep that in mind, and that's why you're here today, because I feel like you're worthy of being interviewed, because it's like I said earlier, we don't get to see this part of you. We don't get to see this breakdown of what you want to leave, and it's like, I really enjoy the fact that you're not selfish with your motivation, Yeah. Because I could have asked you that question. You could have been like, so I can be famous and rich and blah, blah, blah. Be like DJ Khaled. I'm glad that you said that, like, even to the depression part, like, you want someone to feel good, even if they're feeling shitty around you. Like, you want to give them a good energy. Right. And that's almost like, for me, like, with all this stuff, I'm able to provide something for someone else to make their lives better. And it's like, we have so much within us that we have so much to give. Yeah. Why not give it
Why not?
Freely.
Why not?
And it's like,
bro?
I don't feel like you have an expectation of return. Like, I'm gonna be good to you so you can be good to me. So it's like,
that's not what it's about.
Yeah, with our mentality, it's like, I'm gonna be good to you and just leave it at that. You know, the universe, the universe will repay me when it needs to. So all I can do is be good for me.
Right.
And like I don't know how you are about homeless people and shit, but like
it's tough, man.
I give sometimes, but it's just like you can use your money for beer or whatnot, but I gave an effort to try to be a good person.
I'm the worst, bro. They see me, man. They eyes light up, bro.
Yeah. I remember it was a South by.
Yeah.
And I was with Mecca, and I was like, fuck, I only have a 5. And I gave dude 5. He's like, bro, you just gave him a 5? I'm like, fuck it. If he buys alcohol, fuck him. I want him to buy a sandwich, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And once the light turned green, I was like, boom, I'm gone. Never thought about it again, really. You know? So it's just like,
that's how it goes. That's how you gotta have it, man. I feel like the money's never ours to begin with, bro. I feel like it's already predetermined on where it's supposed to go already, man. Yeah. So, I mean, that's just how it is.
I have a saying where a motto that I follow. It's like everything happens for a reason when it happens. And
I like that last part.
Yeah.
I always hear that like, for a reason, but when it happens,
And like any endeavor that you're involved in,
right?
If you're working too hard on it, it may not be for you. If you're forcing it, it may be a sign to be like, okay, let me take a step back, reevaluate, to see if this is actually what I want to pursue.
Right.
Or if I can use this knowledge for something else, or even just ditch that altogether and realize, like, I have enough talents or I have enough abilities to do anything else. Yeah. I don't have to focus on this and completely be surrounded in failure. Right. Because it's not working, because I'm forcing this shit. Yeah. It has to be natural, I feel like, for it to be
organic, bro.
Yeah, it has to be organic. So that's the only way I feel like is the best way to progress and be organic and be genuine with your passion is it coming to you. Right. You know, and you're not like searching, oh shit, like, and that's another thing is like putting a time frame on your life. Yeah. Your life.
I hate that.
That time frame on your life is from comparing it to someone else's.
I hate that shit. Yeah. Like, I hate anybody that, like, you know, they did this at that age, so, so you gotta do it. That's not how it goes, bro. Yeah. Jay-Z started rapping at 26, bro.
Oh, yeah?
So 26 years before he started really rapping, you know what I'm saying? And or even, there was an interview, and he said every record label said he was terrible. Yeah. He said Jay-Z was terrible. Now he the first hip-hop. Well, I give it to Dre, honestly. Yeah. But he's the first billionaire of rap, bro. Yeah. Record labels turned him down. It's like, bro, you can't put a certain age on. I mean, it's good to have a blueprint of when you want to knock something out, but to not get there and say, "Oh, I failed," that's not the right mindset to have, man.
Yeah, definitely, because that automatically is already gonna put you in a mindset of like, shit, I'm negative. Right. I'm a failure. Like, this is what I was supposed to do, and I can't do it, and it's not working out. So I'm just gonna like give up. Right. Go back to my day job. Right. And I was working at a warehouse for 3 years. And like Mecca.
That's tough, bro.
Dude, it was tough.
I gave it a week. I got fired.
For real?
I got fired at a warehouse. My alarm went off on my phone. Yeah. I picked it up and she was like, "We gotta terminate you. No phones."
Oh shit.
I just turned off my alarm clock, and I was like, God damn. But you said you was there for 3 years?
I was there for 3 years, and the only reason I stayed was because the pay was pretty good.
Yeah.
But Mecca was starting to do all these shows, and he was like, "Hey, can you come out? Can you photograph?" I'm like, "Fuck, I can't. I gotta work." And my schedule was super intense and long. And on top of that, I wasn't able to get out of my schedule unless it was 3 weeks. Right. And, you know, with our industry, like, you can plan 3 weeks ahead, but
shit can change. A lot can change.
Yeah, shit can change, and it moves a lot quicker. So it was like, I could never, ever get out. And shit just happened with, like, the work environment. And I was like, you know what? I'm gone. I quit, putting my 2 weeks in. Felt so good to be able to do that. And that's when I started, like, my photography real heavy. I hadn't gotten into music yet, but I was draining my resources, my funds, but I was out there doing what I wanted to do, and I was so happy. It made me so fulfilled to be able to like do something for myself, learn, and do something for someone else. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And with that, especially when I started off for free, I was like, or with them, it was like that connection to be like, oh yeah, I still fuck with you. I'm gonna keep fucking with you because you helped me. Yeah. And I helped you.
People don't forget that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the main thing that keeps us as creatives all going is supporting each other and being genuine about their successes. Yeah. You know, like with you, like you're the main DJ that I know out of all the ones that we fuck with. Like DJ Swerve is always
some name popping up. Yeah,
yours is always the most well-known name that I attribute to DJs. It's just like DJ Swerve, you know. That's what I know. And but it's like that was built off of your hard work and your genuine attitude about the event that you're involved in. That's why you're able to
people don't promote their own events like that. Like I'm always promoting my own events. Like
I don't know why they don't do that either.
I don't know why they don't do that, bro. It's more of I don't know, man.
Even some artists, like you're performing there, but you're not promoting.
If I was an artist and I had a show, bro, like man, everybody would know I have a show.
For real.
I walk around with a billboard probably, bro. Like everybody know I have a show, man. You gotta promote yourself. If you don't promote yourself, how you expect other people to promote you?
Exactly, because if you're not promoting yourself, that shows that you don't really have the confidence. And then why would I want to invest my time and energy in you
to see you?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, let me play a quick song for you. What type of track you trying to
play? Whatever you want me to hear.
All right. So
what's your mood? Real talk.
Well, I got this one song that I really like. It's kind of more chill, but it kind of has to do with what we're talking about. Yeah. And it's let me go turn up the. I gotta make it out, they try to pull me back. I gotta make it out on the field, I'm on track. I gotta make it out, Previewing this for the first time for y'all.
Exclusive. Swerving on your bitch ass. Yeah. My drop in.
Gotta make it out. Gotta bring the struggle from rubble until I live in a bubble. But I don't, cause I look you in your eyes. No one is above you. We know we equal as people, not coming out as a sequel. I live my life as a prequel. Don't put my faith in a steeple. And those idols and models, they pushing them throttles and bottles. They suicidal, no vitals. I show up dead on arrival. But they think it to make it. They debate it because they hate it. But they suck it up. Gotta tell themselves they make it out. They try to pull me back. I gotta make it out on the foot, I'm on track.
Yeah, just a little snippet of what I'm doing.
Fire.
And I also got so this track is gonna be completely different from what.
But wait, there's more.
So this is like kind of a mosh pit type track. Yeah. I like the drop on it though.
Got these suckers listening, realizing I'm a threat. Bitch, I'm lit, and I'm bad for you just like a cigarette. Got me wound up, old school, just like a cassette. You be bringing sticks, I'm bringing bars, busting through your head. Niggas that line, but a red line. What the fuck I need, what a cosign. You get no time, you the feet line. I'm killing everything, go mine.
Bro, you said how long I been rapping, bro?
Like a year or so.
Oh, shit. Like oh, shit. Yo. Chill, bro. How long have you wanted to rap? Like, how long in your head were you like, bro, I think I want to rap?
It was in high school, and I heard the song by Justin Timberlake featuring 50 Cent, Cry Me a River.
Okay.
I didn't like, I thought 50's verse could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, let me just put my own on. So I wrote my own thing.
That's crazy,
and that's when I kind of started. But, like, I didn't get a lot of good feedback when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, all right, let me just put on a back burner. Yeah. And then when I hit 30, that's when all this shit.
Cause you have the voice. You sound great, bro. Like you sound like you're already like an established motherfucking artist, bro. Like,
I mean, like when I first went to go record at my homeboy's house, first time I recorded the tracks, and he was like, I got it down in like 2 or 3 takes, and he was like, bro.
That's impressive,
He was
bro.
like, bro,
yes.
like you're doing a lot more than a lot of people doing right now. Like,
Yes,
I didn't know
man.
because I don't have no reference. You know?
Right.
But I was like, all right, straight. And he was just keep doing what you're doing. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just keep doing what I'm doing. So, yeah, man.
That's fire.
But let me get this dropping real quick.
I'm out for my decent. JohnnyB the shooter, put her on her knees. She said that shit is just like a strip tease. She like the way I move just like I'm Chris Breeze. Bitch, I'm so hot, I'm inside freeze.
All right, that's all we get. That's all we get. It'll be dropping soon. Yeah. It'll be dropping soon for sure.
Oh man.
But yeah,
fire,
like
bro.
when I be on IG a lot on my stories and be like, yeah, man, it's the best time of the week. I don't have to go to work for a couple of days. I can sit here and do new music. Like that's my passion. I'm realizing is doing music, and it's just so fun to just sit like.
And then you a one-stop shop, bro.
Yeah, Shooter HQ is a real thing. Like,
One-stop shop, bro. That's
I got my like painting and art supplies and shit upstairs. So it's a whole separate studio. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You
just trying,
bro. Just gotta keep doing like you said, man. Don't try to measure your time frame or nothing like that compared to somebody else. You on your own time, and that's boss, man. We can do it on your own time.
Yeah, man. Like I had to. I don't know. Like I had to, but I also wanted to.
Yeah.
Have my own studio.
Right.
Like a lot of people go do things with other people. Sure, I get to network working with other people in their studios, but I'm not getting. It's like the saying from the Bible and stuff where like to give a man a fish or a fishing pole or something like that, you know?
Right.
And it's like, I don't want the fish right now. I want the fishing pole.
Yeah.
You know? And
just teach me or show me how to catch it.
Give me the tools that I need to do it on my own, and catch it on my own, and even make it better. You know, just based off of my own experience and stuff like that. So,
I mean, cause y'all, that's the thing about this gym shit, bro. I thought about that working out. Like, I work out just, I just freestyle the shit, bro. I'm not no personal trainer, nothing like that, bro. And it's certain trainers, they will, like you said, they will give you, like, they give you, or they'll tell you what you need to do for the results, but they won't show you what you really need to do because they want you to keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what, like, it goes hand in hand with the whole, teach a man how to fish. Yeah. He'll eat forever, but you just give him the fish.
I didn't think about that
day.
Part. Yeah,
that's my bad. True. It's just my bad.
No, that was good because that's something
that's a lot of just industries out here in general, bro.
Yeah, that is.
That's probably why they don't teach us taxes and all that shit in like school because they want to. It's a system thing, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense because everything that I hate is motivated by money.
Money.
The success.
Money.
Quote unquote, that is involved with money.
Right.
And being a creative, that's like my biggest drawback for mainstream success. Yeah. Is because I don't like having to deal with the business aspect of money because it's all cutthroat. Like, if we didn't have to worry about that, right, we would have no real, we would have a more real gauge of people's talent based off of their work instead of what people are willing to pay. Yeah, because you see a whole bunch of like jewelry that's handmade like this shit, and people are selling this shit for like hundreds of dollars, and I'm over here making this shit for like $5-6 a piece, and it's all because they market to the rich people in the suburbs, and it's like they're inflating this value because these people are so dumb. Yeah. They're not willing to research, oh shit, I can make this myself. Yeah, I can make this myself or buy it super cheap from someone that's coming up instead of like a big company that makes this shit. All they do is add a charm and that's the only difference. But they're charging like an arm and a leg. I'm like, bro, people are so willing to just throw away money nowadays. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. But it's like those are the people that are making the money in the shitty ways. Right. And they already don't give a fuck about a lot of stuff. So it's just like,
just throwing it away.
Yeah, I think that's what kind of sucks because that's what's driving people our industry. Yeah. Especially because the more money you have, the more clout you have, the more Say So or whatever. Like the whole thing with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
I hate that situation because she really is nobody. If you take away the sex tape, if you take away what she got after the sex tape, she's really nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole family is nobody. They really don't do anything. They've done stuff because they're famous.
Yeah.
But
what's their talent?
What do they bring to the table?
That point? They probably got talent now that they probably been experienced and
like
seen.
Back then, Kanye probably would have just looked at her and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck," but to marry this chick that she's not doing shit, you know? It's like, I don't know, that whole thing and her like
it bothers me too.
Yeah, and like people online are they're so much in the follower mindset.
Influence.
And
that's
so
the thing with Dallas, bro. Like we followers, bro.
Yeah.
We just hop onto what's hot. We don't.
I mean, you probably have a better understanding being a DJ.
Yeah,
on that side of it.
That's what made me think about this shit, bro. Because we just follow what's hot. We don't create what's hot. We just kind of like, or when we did create what's hot with the whole dancing movement, all that stuff, bro. You know, we didn't want that to represent us.
So we let it just get taken.
Fizzled out.
Yeah.
And that shit got taken and went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Atlanta's still rocking with this shit.
And nobody knows that Dallas originated a lot of shit.
All this shit, bro.
Because we just like, we don't want that perception. But it's like, well, what perception?
At least you getting
put a perception out there.
Something,
shit.
You know? Real talk.
So like, I was talking about this the other day. As far as Dallas artists, rappers primarily.
Yeah.
What do you think we have a distinct sound as far as our artists? Like, West Coast has a West Coast sound, East Coast and Atlanta, even New Orleans, you can say, Florida.
Yeah.
What Texas, other than Houston?
Yeah.
What vibe do you think, or what sound does Dallas have?
I really think Yellow Beezy is like a good sound. Like they say, like country rap tunes. Like I think that's a good way to put what we do. Even
but he's coming with bars, like
he actually is coming with
lyrics.
Yeah, he actually is coming with lyrics.
It's not just like all that. What was it, Young Nation? And
right. Just
other
stuff
people
like that. Yeah. I mean, that was our sound too, to a certain point. I mean.
Dallas is kind of hard to say.
Yeah, it's kind of in the air because people have like different things. But I like how a Yellow Beezy, Mo 3, even Young Nation, bro. I just feel like Young Nation, they just missed their chance, man.
Yeah.
But
and there was
it's still
GSR boys, I think too.
You talking about GS?
GS,
GS boys. I'm the
boys.
DJ GS boys. What's up, man? What's up, y'all? Stanky leg.
Yeah.
But even that, man, it's just I don't know, man. People have they different sounds.
Because if you think about like the scenes in Dallas, like Yellow Beezy right now is more the mainstream sound, but then you got like all the artists that we fuck with individually are more underground, and I feel like there's no real distinct sound within the underground scene in Dallas, you know, and I feel like that's a more better representation of the actual Dallas scene than Yellow Beezy is, because I feel like Yellow Beezy might be more mainstream in regards to like that's what the industry wants Dallas to be perceived as. Wow. So maybe that's why they're pushing Yellow Beezy. No slight to his music. But it's like we want that to be the Dallas sound, so we're pushing him instead of like you remember ADD? Yep. And Brain Gang? Yep. That shit was what I feel like is now on the underground scene. Just good music, good lyrics, good melodies. It's just good overall package, because ADD shit was fire.
Yeah, you should be out of here.
Even now it's like still fire. And JT that went with Dr. Dre, like his first album 21 was dope as fuck too. Yeah. And it's like that sound doesn't sound like Yellow Beezy or Mo 3, you know? Yeah. But that's not the mainstream. And that's the underground that I feel like is of like the representation of Dallas. But then on top of that, it's so eclectic. Yeah. That it's not one direct
One Direct like sound.
One Direct sound, One Direct distinct like whatever, you know? So I feel like we're being represented yet misrepresented. Or not represented fully.
Yeah, I take that, not represented fully for sure. That's a good way to put it.
I like the underground scene because I'm kind of tired of listening to my own tracks. I don't listen to the radio for the most part because it's like so repetitive.
Yeah.
And it's artists that I don't really respect because, you know, they pop off of their industry plant. And being exposed to actual artists like grinding that I'm watching grind gives me more respect for the underground scene as opposed to the mainstream where they're getting checks like nothing.
I think the independent route's the route, bro.
As far as what?
Just as far as like the industry goes. The only thing about the major, like, I don't like people want to sign deals, and I'm just a DJ. Yeah. But I know enough that I feel like if you can do things yourself, why not do things yourself? Yeah. But that's what the major labels do. Like, they get your music to the masses. Whereas an independent artist, you still get money. Yeah. But it's just you're not getting as popular as you would be if you were signed, you know?
Do you think those artists have to give up anything
as far as
in return of that global recognition? Like, not to say primarily, but like Illuminati shit or like selling your soul. Because you hear that.
Are you asking if I believe in the Illuminati?
No. We'll keep that like subliminal. But do you feel like any artists that are mainstream have to give up some aspect of their genuine creative?
Yeah, hell yeah, easily. I think yeah.
Would you ever be in that situation where if someone gave you this opportunity for something that's super important to you, would you be able to give that up?
I could never. Nah, bro. Yeah. I think that's the main. I'm just older and more wise, and I just know my worth. I
think that's a big thing.
That's all it comes down to. But I know my worth, man. Like, money cannot buy happiness by any means. It can like pay for some things that possibly can make you happy, but at the end of the day,
easier.
Make it a little bit easier. But it's all gonna be problems here. Yeah, it's all gonna be problems, man. So,
more money, more problems.
I swear, that's a true statement, bro. Yeah, that's a true statement.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so I think that was a good episode. Episode 5 with DJ Swerve. Go ahead and let the people know what you got going on, what you do, of course, where to follow you and shit like that.
Man, follow your boy, DJ Swerve 972, everything, basically social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. I do a bunch of any type of events. If you need a DJ for anything, bro, I'm there. Pep rallies.
Also get some video footage as well at the same time.
You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. I'm there. What else? Follow me. I follow back. Talk. I got a few things coming up. Just like some private events. I'm always at UTA. Shout out to UTA. That's where I graduated from.
Yeah. I went to school there too.
Always in Arlington, man. Always in Arlington. Yeah. But yeah, just be on the lookout for me. Got a lot of stuff still working, still brewing up some things.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Jay, having me.
And DJ Swerve for like always just being on top of his shit, you know, working.
Do it.
You will see later on as we progress. Yeah. I only have people on that I respect because they're working, they're doing their shit, and they're good at it.
Word.
So I hope everyone has enjoyed this podcast up to this point and all the previous ones because this is just the beginning. And I'm about to kill this mosquito. Got him. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah. Good end to that video. All right, episode 5 of the Stop Scrolling podcast with JohnnyB theShooter and DJ Swerve. Yeah. Waking up and I'm feeling like I'm just living out my dream.